Yes, today I'm heading into the heart of London, just off Tottenham Court Road, one of the capital's transport hubs, and I'm visiting a gallery with a new installation on climate change and the risks of fast tech. But this new exhibition in Tottenham Court Road will hopefully show the scale of what could happen if we don't change our habits when it comes to recycling and fast tech.
So this is our last shot gallery, and what we've done is we've look forward for how climate change is going to be impacting key locations around the world. We did a Earth Month activation, which looked at the climate change impact as we're seeing it to this day. It could have been a receding glacier, it could have been a drying out riverbed, but what we wanted to do is look at how climate change is actually having a impact on the Earth in 80 years time.
So these images that, are pretty bleak.
Yeah.
And it's not too far away either. So, realistic, do you think these images are?
So it's a very fair question. In coming up with the concepts, we've worked with Professor Mark Maslin, who works at UCL, has worked for the UN, and he helped us understand what kind of impact we would be expecting by the year 2100, let's say. So everything that you see here is rooted in scientific facts. The brief that we then had to the artists was, this is where Mark thinks things are going to go. So it's looking at deforestation, it's looking at global warming, it's looking at rising sea levels. So everything here is based on scientific fact. And the artists sent over their interpretations of the piece. We fed back on it with Mark's guidance. So like, is it realistic? There's obviously going to be some flex, like it's a scientific assumption. It's not a fact. This is where it's going to be. But looking at where we are at the moment and looking at, the threats that each of these locations are facing, it's as accurate as we would hope it to be. I mean, as a Londoner, I would be biased. I think London is normally at the cutting edge of, UK innovation. There's a lot of people who are becoming more attuned with when it comes to, I mean, you mentioned fast fashion before, when it comes to tech, can you reuse what you've got? Can you repair what you've got? And if not, do you look to get refurbished or secondhand? And I think there's definitely a growing trend in and around London of repair cafes popping up, people being more interested in the right to repair bill. There's a company called Team Repair we've worked with on this event, and they're London based, and they're looking to really lead the charge in educating and encouraging people to make do with what they've already got. I think when it comes to awareness and recycling, like full transparency, I don't have stats as to how London's performing versus the West Country versus Manchester, etc. But from my experience, there's some great companies and organisations in London that are doing good things and really helping to shift the needle in terms of public awareness and consumption attitudes.